and then, because it is at all places. It alone is. Universe is not. In fact, from the angle of that, only that prevails. From the angle of the universe, it is not to be seen at all. We are caught in the universe. In our psychological universe, that is our mental manakasa, mind space, only names and forms. We ourselves are names and forms. And this whole of waking state has created lots of names and forms in us. In that we move and march and fight and interact, differentiate, acquire, reject, all these different combinations according to those each causes. So causes are uncountable, equally the effects. But essentially that alone is the cause for all these things to interact and be and dissolve also. Dissolution is also a temporary dissolution only, because the form has gone away. The registrar remains. The tree has fallen, but the tree's seeds have already got planted, and those trees are already have become trees, new trees. So essentially, these trees, new trees, contain the old tree's essence. One mango plucked now, the taste of it is beyond time. If you taste a mango, that a particular unique taste has been traveling in timeless space. Is it not true? Because the mango which I am tasting now, right now, has come from a tree, and that tree became a tree by a seed. That seed came from another tree. Then that tree came from another seed. Like that, complete millennia of nowhere you can touch the origin at all. Similarly, you cannot touch the end also. This is what is these causes and effects. The causes and effects go on marching. It is a timeless universe. And the same kind of causes and effects take human birth also. No difference. But here, as if the sixth faculty has arisen in human beings, that is the intellect. Inherently, the intellect comes with what I am doing is right or not, whether it will be found by anyone or not. I am doing this, it is bad. If it is not seen by anyone, even bad is compromised. That compromise is also registered, right? No one has seen while I am doing this illegal act or bad act generated out of a cause, right? Since I take myself to be the body and I don't find any other physical bodies available while the act is performed, I take that to be I am free from the result. But it is not the case. The doer is consistently there. Doer of bad or good, that is working like the conscience in human beings. For a ego to get ripened and to get matured, in the initial stages it works as conscience. Tamil they say manasachi. That is why in transactions, if someone does something arrogantly, behaving adamantly, arrogantly, deceiving.
But conscience is intellect.
conscience.
Yeah.
Conscience. That is different. That is different. Conscious is different.
Not conscious. This conscience, the other is the mind? Or,
No, conscious is mind in the initial stages. See, in the initial stages, see, what is our fighting for freedom by Mahatma Gandhi? He kindled the conscience of the British by surrendering, accepting their arrogance also, their violence also. He taught in a different way. Withstanding the attack is really the courage, not to react. Ahimsa. What happens? You are going on abusing your staff for a simple error because you are stingy basically. Even 10 rupees loss, monumental shouting you will make, right? So what happens if he is tolerating those abuses forbearing everything, whatever you say he tolerates. Let him say, sorry sir, I will not do the next time. Now you will have to, these words are boomeranging on you now. Whatever you have shouted at him, it will not go in either and disappear. Whether a word uttered with good or bad intentions, everything again they return in cycles. They revolve around your mind. They are in your mind because everything is in your mind. Body, physical body is nothing, and physical, sensual objects. For ears, the sights. For the ears, sounds. For the tongue, it is taste. For the body, it is the touch. All these physical things are all nothing in front of mind. It is just like when you watch a very serious cricket match, the advertisements are nothing, no? They just pass away. They are not even seen at all by anyone. Because the match has gripped you. So mind is playing a very interesting match here called its life. Its effects getting played in a drama fully. So everyone is caught in this. Not knowing how it works, why it exists at all, why am I like this? Why am I fully preoccupied psychologically? If these things are not investigated, it is because of impure causes. You are veiled. Impure causes veil you. This is what they call, first is Srishti, the basic activities that take place in the very presence of it. These activities say that there is intelligence behind. There is intelligence behind. If you get a good breeze, evening breeze, if it comes chill, the breeze is chill, you can identify there must be some water source there all over. That is why the breeze has breezed through those water source and it became chill. In the same way, whatever I see through my eyes looks to be intelligent exclusively to me. Make me enjoy that scene. Then it is the act of intelligence, not because of your body, not because of your mind. There is a dish, I am tasting it. Body is not intelligent enough to feel the taste. Through the body, it is an instrument that tastes. the instrument feeds that data, that dish as tasting. Whereas something else tastes. Everything, all that is seen by something else. All that is heard by something else. We are only a doll. Nothing more than that. All these activities, not only the activities that is happening in your mind, the effects that is getting expressed through a single self-centered mind, throughout the cosmos is happening by its very presence. That is why the Gayatri Mantra, all the mantras, all the slokas, they adore that Supreme Lord. The Gayatri Mantra says, the Bhumandala, this earth, revolves because of that. This Anda, Bhuva, everything acts because of that. Swaha, Swarga, everything. The solar family, different nakshatras, different stars, everything obeys the supreme order, that is that intelligence order. They are there because of that. And through this mantra, they invoke the individual's intellect to awaken to the truth. See, the stars are shining in its presence. They gain existence in its presence. The whole cosmos gain existence in its presence. Let that presence awaken the intellect which chants this mantra. Like that it is. Diyo yaha naha prachodayat. Yaha means one who resides, whose intellect be awakened. This is what is the mantra's meaning. Gayatri mantra. Tra means to save. It saves the body. What body? Physical, psychological, spiritual. All the three bodies it awakens. That intelligence. Pleading to that, adoring that, these mantras are given. That too for whom, when the Upanayanam is sworn to that boy, he is given with this Brahmopadesa, then he is sent to that monastery, that Gurukula, where he has to chant this morning, Trikala Sandhya Vandana he has to do. Sandhya Vandana, the meeting zones. Meeting zones. What is the meeting zone? The between two silences a thought emerges, no? This is the meeting zone. Not the physical things. Evening meeting, night meeting, early dawn, not those things. Everything is mystical. If you go through all the suktams, everything, bring any book, I will explain you what is behind. Because it is only for the behind those things have come into play. Those examples are all. Not for adoring those books, making it very sacrosanct and keep it in your puja room. So the original cause is that in its presence, Srishti, things emerge, take form, the causes take form. Sthiti, the causes are allowed to exist, to be in time, and the time is also through their own causes. The time is also created for them. See, for a flower, there is a clear-cut time. It comes as a bud. It is there, staying in that leaf, the branch, for some time, interacting right from the earth to the complete cosmos. And on one fine moment, by sun or the moon, it blooms, it's shedding its fragrance for some more time. The ultimate essence is the fragrance or the enchanting beauty. And it is not aware of its beauty, it is not aware of its fragrance. Fragrance is not self-aware, right? Sweet is not existing for sweet itself, right? It is for your tongue. It has to come into contact with an alive consciousness, one who is attentively taking that food for his only, because consciousness is the Lord here. That is why the whole of existence is feeding him. Whole of existence is feeding through eyes also, feeding through ears also. But he misses the message. He thinks he has authority. It is his it is his planet. It is his earth. It is his house. It is his tree. It is his flower. He himself is not belong to him. He himself doesn't belong to him. Because consciousness as waking state emerges. How can he own it? How can he take the passers-by or the visitors to be himself? Consciousness itself is a visitor. Why should consciousness arise? Why should consciousness arise, take a form as human birth? Because of all these hidden causes. And what consciousness or the Chit wants is, you find the true cause of you, not these passing causes. You find me out. This is the hide and seek play that has been going on. At one point in time, you will have to come back all the way you have strayed away. Again, come back to your own consciousness. What is that consciousness? The consciousness that which exists in deep sleep without the other you, right? The fake you, the pseudo you, the false you. That is the waking state and dream state. Both are fake. Truth is in the deep sleep state. Absolute isness is deep sleep. It is uncreated, right? It is equivalent to death, not birth. Birth can be compared to the rise of a wave. It exists only in time for some moments. It has to fall plain on the surface. Thought is not a true stage or state. Thoughtlessness is authentic, original. That is our nature. You cannot touch any place or any passing thing, material thing, psychologically, physically here at all, because the one who touches it is an effect. It is temporary. It will undergo many modifications in the process, and ultimately it has to fall. It is not true at all. Whether the arisal or the fall, both are not real. Not real. That is why this is a very deep understanding. The intellect itself is completely made a standstill here. In Zen, they use these riddles or koans. It's called koans, Koans. Bhikshus used to come join monastery and take up very ardent spiritual training under great masters. On a day, after lunch, the master has finished his food and he was sitting under a tree, shadow of a tree, and one very adept bhikkhu, disciple, approached him. Master, what are you thinking? He asked. The master was silent, eyes closed. He thought the master must be thinking about something. He asked, Master, what are you thinking? He replies to the bhikkhu, I am thinking about that which does not think. I am thinking about that which does not think. But how, Master? You can do that by thinking. Because he was puzzled. The bhikkhu asked the master, who is sitting relaxedly, eyes closed, after the lunch, heavy lunch. So whatever the master does must be of profound in nature. Being even eyes closed. So he approaches the master and asking him, Master, what are you thinking? I am thinking about that which does not think. But how? How can you think about that which does not think? Because for anything and everything, the means is only thinking, through thinking. He says, I am thinking about that which does not think. So no thinking, no acting, no center, complete non-existence or existence is the state of deep sleep, right? Almost he is in the deep sleep state. That is what he, by this answer, replies. But bhikkhu is not so sharp or have taken up seriously the inner culturing. Because these things require tremendous inner poise and sustained digging oneself. When master replies like this, the bhikkhu was stunned and is asking again, but how, master? You are using thinking and reaching a place where thinking does not happen at all. How both contradictory things can happen in one place at one moment? He asks this. For that also he replies, by not thinking. By not thinking. There is a state beyond sensual contacts, sensory contacts, the remembrances, the forgetfulness. This is beyond remembrance and forgetfulness. This is beyond name and form. That is how these panchakrityas, that is what they say, Srishti, Sthiti, Samhara, the destroyal or disappearance. The sun disappears, that is what we say. The sun has set, that is what they say, when it becomes night. But the real fact is not that. Similarly, all over the cosmos, things are like this. They come to be and they exist in time, created by its own origination and its own end, meeting an end. Time is also created by it, and it is disappearing. It has gone away objectively from this existence. For everything this happens. Right from an atom, subatomic particles to the grandest star. These things perpetually happen to all the manifestation. This is out of these basic three things. And the fourth thing starts only for the human beings. That is Tirotana. Tirotana means veiling. Tirotana Bhava. That is what they say. The covering nature. It covers. A screen is placed. You are not revealed the truth. That is what is in Chidambaram also they show. Chit Ambaram. Chit means the intelligence. Intelligence has the abode space. Ambaram means place, domain, abode. The domain of intelligence, the abode of intelligence, the place of intelligence. That is what is Chit Ambaram. Place. Ambaram is dress also they use. Pitambaram, yellow dress. It is for the body only we cover, no? So it covers the body, whether it is yellow dress or anything. Here the whole cosmos is covered in Chit, created in Chit, sustained in Chit, disappears in Chit. So these three levels are apparent to all the beings, including those who are born with impure vasanas also, impure causes. Ashuddha mana, that is what they say. What is Ashuddha mana? You are caught in karmas, finished. You are like almost like an animal, hell bent on conditions. If only I have to live tomorrow, I need this much, these things, this, a lot of ifs are there.
Even they change sometimes.
Huh?
Even they change.
No, they go on changing, but again conditions continue, no? The objects only change, priorities change, but you keep on following something, no track. The inner insecurity is driving you.
So once some incidents will change the whole thing. When they have a bad thing going on, some incidents will change that. Like Valmiki, he was always a dacoit. Then one thing changed and he...
you are only talking from the effect side of it. Something, why it has become profound to him, making a transformation in him. Why the similar kind of happenings for others have not converted them to Valmiki into great sage. Valmiki has become Vyasa. Who is he? Forgot. Valmiki, he was a hunter. Dacoit. He became Valmiki. He wrote Ramayana and that's correct. So, the similar kinds of things happening throughout the cosmos. Are not your today's critical moments have driven you to that end? It's happening to everyone. It is not only, we have to quote only Valmiki and only that dacoit. In today's moment, millions of incidents are happening like this for everyone. So what actually has to undergo the transformation is the inner content. Inner content should be ripened enough to receive that external signal. External is an incidental cause, that's all. Whereas he was ripened. He was matured. He was on the edge of becoming a sage, great sage. He was asked only one simple question. You are taking the loot from us and you are sharing it with your parents, old parents and your family and your children. So, you are the only looter of this whole wealth from us. They are not the looters at all. They are only sharing the benefits of it. Whether you go and ask them whether will they share the responsibility or the punishment that you are going to bear for this dacoity from us, whether will they share all the 6 people in your family, will they share 1/6 share each? You go and ask, and then you kill us, take away all the goods, all the things from us. This is what he says. So it is a very critical moment, a ripened moment for because already he was feeling day and night with whatever the criminal activities with which he was going on, living. Apparently he was feeling every moment as he was abducting a person, looting their wealth. He was intensely under fire, with fire of guilt complex. Who is now living with guilt complex? All the shocks are simply thrown away. They have become, people have become numb, indifferent, ruthless. Because their insecurities drive them, force them, come what may. Let the root be anything, criminal or thing. I should have this, I want this. Everything is connected to your inner software center. That is what is ego. That is what is carrying the good causes, the pure causes or the impure causes. Shuddha mana, ashuddha mana. If ashuddha mana is done with in time, that has to go. That is, you should go on accumulating guilt complexes for anything and everything. You should cry, break down. Because it kills psychologically one, right? Because you know you have harmed someone for sure, psychologically, monetarily, and these things cannot go away from the consciousness, that mind. It gets deposited at this as that center. That complex gets deposited as that center. This is what is vasana. This is what is vasana, and this happens only from the 6th level of intelligence, that is human beings. From here also ascendancy is there. The next level is devas are also there. Even devas, they acquire so much of punya, they ought to be here in a very long period of time. The Surya is here for a long, he is an angel, deva. Moon is an angel. Chandra Deva, Vayu Bhagavan, all the elements, oceans, mountains, they live longer than human beings. Because all are Shuddha Vasanas, they also should get exhausted. Because everything is created by a center. The moment a center pops in, time is created. It is a fiction. It is a fiction. Nowhere in this cosmos time exists up to the level of animal kingdom, because they are endowed with five senses, not with an intellect. They don't have intellect. Here, why the intellect has come? Because in front of your intellect, you know this is the right thing, this is the bad thing, but your insecurity drives to do the bad thing and creates a guilt complex in you. It gets registered. It is there in time with you. Whenever you hear the sound associated with that experience, you feel guilt. You feel guilty. That never goes away from this cosmos at all. At the psychological level, nothing goes away. and the psychological level is constantly kept alive by the charge of the chit. That is why causes are always alive. They are yet to get manifested, that's all, in time. And they are inbuilt in time. They are built up in time and they are holding time in its womb. The causes, all the causes. That is why you will not meet your beloved even a moment in advance. Exactly at that moment only that meeting will take place. At the precise place also. That is why they say no marriages are made in heaven. That means mystically they represent some place. What is that mystery? Nothing. Time is hidden in causes, inbuilt in causes. The mango which you are tasting now, it is holding down the line after 50 years a tree that is going to come out of this seed is also here in this mango seed. So time is inbuilt, no? The moment an action is taking place, it is originating in time. It is getting affected in time, expressed in time, and residually it forms time, and the result is ingrained as a cause in time again. Simply we go on counting externally the money notes or money, cash, that's all. We don't know the hidden causes behind it. We go on aggrandizing gold. We go on getting related. We go on acquiring places, properties. All these things go on. They are going on happening in you, through you. Because those causes actually expressing themselves. When the causes as new experiences, for you only you take them to be new experiences, whereas they are not really new at all. No one is new here. Old wine in a new bottle. The dog you see, the blade of grass you see, the nose may change, the eyes may change, it may look different, but old account continues, essentially. Throughout the manifestation, not only these things, forces, subatomic particles, appears to be new. That is the veiling. That is the veiling. That is the veil. That is the cover. You take, you feel very happy when you beget a son. There is a grand celebration and everything. Because you are only in the effect level. You don't see. The march of millennia has taken a form through you, giving birth to a new baby boy. We are all related through settlement of accounts. That is what is karma. Why birth? Why should one be born? Why should one be born? The causes have to get expressed. It needs physical medium to become actions and continue in the march towards creating new results, causes and things. Like a seed, mango seed. It is going to be here in millennia. It cannot go anywhere at all from this existence. Even if this is going to be not planted at all also, not sown, still it becomes the essence for other things to take germinate. Filled with causes and conditions. Here comes the question of grace. That is why these people are full of humility. The characteristic nature of this, the avatars or the persons who are serious seekers, they feel the urgency of this. They don't trust the surface peripheral happenings, incidences, including their birth and their day-to-day things at all. Their waking day experiences are not at all important, be it getting married or begetting children, buying things, properties, clothes, and all these things. In and through, they start questioning within themselves, what is the matrix on which all these things move? Why am I here? Who am I here? This comes out of anugraha. That is the fifth function of that. Not all are graced with this. How many people in this Chennai city attend satsangs? How many people are allowed to open the satsangs even through website and things? They just pass away, because so many distractions behind, in front, on the sides, above, below, filled throughout waking state. This is failing. Then the grace does not descend so easily. For that, one has to earnestly crave for it, the divine intervention. And before that, he should bring down the speed of his senses, sensual pleasures, sensual contacts, be it nice, neutral, good, in whatever category. First of all, why should I look? Why should I use my eyes? Why should I use my ears? This is contentment.